right! Clive Barker's Undying, motherfuckers. Let's go. Honestly, I'm here for the story. I'm gonna do it on easy. Fuck it. I'm here all about the story. 1923, October.
I'm tired of traveling, or fighting superstition and its many manifestations. Even though it was me who chose to debunk folklore and mysticism. Little did I know I'd end up being labeled as Patrick Galloway, the man with endless occult knowledge. Before I knew it, people all over the world paid me to investigate all kinds of weird things. As long as they paid me, I'd look into it. Funny thing though, the more I saw, the more I believe there are forces beyond our control. Creatures not explainable in any human terms. Things that make my skin crawl. I fled from Ireland and hung around Paris and London with no real purpose till the Great War started. I joined a special unit whose job it was to squelch the fears of the superstitious farm boys who made up the fighting ranks. The Trasanti were the biggest pains. Me commanding officer, Jeremiah Covenant, led our unit in the hunt for their camp. We were ambushed. They came streaming out of the woods, waving swords and howling like banshees. I saw their leader holding a strange stone over his head, yelling weird words in a strange tongue. And just when I was gonna pull the trigger, he glared right at me. A bright green flash came from his hand, and it bowled me over as my gun went off. I woke up in a hospital bed with severe burns. They told me Jeremiah and the unit had gone on without me, but he'd given me the shaman stone to keep.
That was weird.
I hadn't given any of this much thought until I came back here to find this letter that Jeremiah wrote me almost 6 months ago, asking me to come back to Ireland and help him out. This is not something I'm dying to do, for it may mean the death of me. He saved my life though, so I owe it to him. Just hope it's not too late.
Alright. Press F3 to access your journal. Okay. Each time I pass phase from memory, fate has a terrible habit of reawakening me. Most often, the unpleasant name of Otto Kissinger is the vehicle of remembrance, but not today. My old friend and commanding officer in the Great War, Jeremiah Covenant, has sent word. It has been years since I've heard from him. His letter came whilst I was away, sitting unopened for nearly 6 months. My joy at reading his name was quickly replaced by sorrow, then by fear. Jeremiah had fallen ill and requires my assistance at his estate in Ireland. I've not set foot on Irish soil since poor Gwendolyn's death, and I did not think anything could make me return. Could I have been responsible for her death? Being legally exiled from my homeland was painful, but nothing in comparison to my memories. How did she end up on the floor? How could so much blood come without a sound? How was my knife in my hand, and why was Kissinger suddenly nowhere to be found? But Jeremiah saved my life, and I cannot deny any request that he would make. The necessity of my presence is somewhat vague, as his letter at times was incoherent. He speaks of his sickness as a family illness no medicine can cure. Regardless, I will go to my friend. I have booked passage on a steamliner leaving tomorrow, arriving in 4 days' time. I hope I am not recognized by the authorities. I hope I am not too late. Trusty revolver. Okay, audio, we're gonna... It's a bit loud, but there's not much I can do about that right now, I think. We'll just see how it goes.
Stuck.
This door will not open. Mousy! Oh my god, I can shoot the mouse. I'm not gonna shoot the mouse, but I could. Okay, actually, hold on a second. Control is jump? Absolutely not. Jump. Absolutely not. Just space. That's all we need. See, toggle T. Everything else looks pretty standard. Pick different crosshairs. That's really cool. That's really cool, actually. and shift. Oh god. And shift is duck. Who made these controls? I swear to God. Duck. That should be control. There we go. Is there a run? I don't think there's a run button. I think it's just... Okay. Some of the audio is really fucking distorting, and I don't know why.
I'm Patrick Galloway, a friend of Jeremiah's. Sorry it took me so long to get here. His letter said it was most urgent.
Jeremiah was beginning to think that the letter never arrived in your hands. He's been quite anxious to see you. We've all been quite worried. Jeremiah's now bedridden. Follow me and I'll show you to his living quarters. I apologize for the look of the house, but there's only a skeleton crew of servants now. Jeremiah let go of everyone else, and the house is much too large for us to clean. Because we've lost electricity to most parts of the house, we can only maintain the living quarters.
There are none. There's no option for it, unfortunately.
This family's had so much tragedy. I hope you can help him.
Well, it is the 1920s, so I don't know, sneezed in the wrong direction. That's how they lost electricity. Yeah, I'm wondering if high quality sound, because you guys are getting that weird distortion, right? Where it's not like really, it's kind of cracking a bit. It could also just be literally the game itself, but I've been hearing it in other things too, so it's been kind of worrying me a little. I think it's okay. I think it's just the age and quality of the game. Oh, what the fuck? Sir? Gained a health pack.
Won't budge. Stuck.
Oh, hit the button to type.
Patrick, you made it.
At your service, Jeremiah. Sorry for the delay, but I've been abroad. What happened to you?
It seems I've come under the watchful eye of the Reaper, my friend. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Apparently too long.
Patrick, I came back from the war only to find my entire estate in disarray. My brother Aaron disappeared first, and then my sister Bethany. My declining health is a result of an old war wound, and unfortunately, the symptoms are irreversible. I didn't summon you here to watch me die. I need your help.
Anything I can do. Just name it.
Strange events began happening around the manor. After thinning out my staff, they ransacked my estate, taking whatever they could carry. The rest of the help was quick to follow, as they feared rumors of my family's curse. I can't help but think it's more than a coincidence that strange happenings have increased since I've been back from the war. I want to get to the bottom of this, but I'm just too weak to investigate it myself. I'm relying on you to step in for me.
Of course, Jeremiah. The only reason I risk coming back here is to assist you however I can.
My thanks to you, Patrick.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like it came from downstairs.
I'll check it out. Lock the door behind me.
Oh, please help me. Oh, new journal entry. I've arrived in time. Apparently just in time. Completely bedridden, Jeremiah is a shadow of his old self, appearing many pounds and a few shades lighter. His reaction for calling to me is still unclear. His explanation. He speaks of strange happenings around the estate, problems that he is unable to rectify in his weakened state, and has requested that I investigate. I, of course, agreed. Before I could ponder where to begin my exploration, the servant who showed me to Jeremiah's room screamed from downstairs. Often, where to begin is the most difficult step. Oh, fuck. It's Floaty Dude. He's going there, okay.
Won't budge.
Very cool games like that. Oh, dude.
Can you describe what you can only see? As the bonds of flesh are broken, the world becomes apparent.
Sir? Makes some damn sense. Gained a health pack. I love that there's a fucking mirror and it properly shows everything reflected in it. Like, look at that. That's fucking phenomenal. This came out in 2000. That was phenomenal for back then. And you get games that come out like last year and can't fucking do a mirror right.
Jammed.
Like, I love that. Oh shit, who was that? I haven't played this in so long, I actually kind of forgot what's going on. Oh shit! I didn't even notice you. Where'd you come from? Hold on a second, what's reload? There is nothing for reload. Oh, okay, well, I guess we just keep firing until we have to. Oh, well, there's the servant. Damn. Sucks to be her. Oh, shit, he was behind me. Bitch. What did I just do? I did something. It is a little dark, actually. I wonder if I can adjust that a bit. Brightness, advance, skin detail, yeah. That really didn't seem to do much, did it? Ah, well.
Won't budge. Won't budge.
Oh, stairs it is. Tiptoe through the tulips, tiptoe through the tulips with me. Oh, fuck!
Help me, Patrick!
Bitch! Jesus! I think I'm playing on easy. Is this a secret? Dude, secret door. This strange crystalline stone seems to be a source of finite power that may be used to increase the power and effectiveness of my spellcasting. I must keep my eyes peeled and ears open for its pinkish hue and low hum. Oh, cool. Secret. Help me, Patrick! Jeremiah.
Those beasts were after me.
What in God's name were those things?
They're called howlers. And while I've never seen one before tonight, I've heard of them for years.
Those weren't natural, my friend. We're fighting more than superstitions here.
Perhaps I was being naive not to tell you, but there might be something more sinister at work here. When I was a boy, I encountered something I can't quite explain. You see, there was this isle of standing stones that sits just off the estate. Someone had carved a sigil into each of the stones, something indiscernible. Father had many books on the occult, one of which contained a sketch of that very symbol. I took my brothers and sisters out to the island and read from my father's book.
Well, what happened?
Something answered. The ocean began to boil, and a great wind whipped against us as we stood in the circle, and my siblings huddled to the ground in fear. Eventually, the wind died, and the sea settled. Patrick, I know it sounds like the ravings of a dying man, but I believe those standing stones had something to do with this. What has once been a taint upon this family has now begun to manifest itself.
But you told me you're dying. Doesn't this curse end with you?
Who knows? My brothers and sisters are dead, but I don't think they're really gone. I've heard some servants whispering. They think they've seen Lisbeth on the estate. My family has come for me.
I think that's what we just
sense them,
saw.
Patrick. By now, you and I
Your
know
next
the
stone.
supernatural exists. You saw the howlers. And what about our encounters with the Tersante during the war? You still even carry the Gelzerbar stone with you.
It's a token of the shaman's life I took. That's all.
I found a scroll with a picture of the Gelzerbar on it. I believe it contains the way to awaken the stone's dormant power.
Very well. Let me study this scroll overnight, and I'll see what I can do in the morning.
This house still hides many secrets. I'm counting on you to reveal them and put an end to this mess.
And for how much? I stay in the guest room. I learned some new shit. A piece to the puzzle. The scream downstairs was the result of an attack by a beast, something Jeremiah calls a howler. Similar to a dog, the animal was pale in complexion, had claws as long as my arm, and could leap several meters from a dead stop. I killed the fiend, but before I could thoroughly inspect the corpse, it had vanished without a trace. Upon questioning Jeremiah, I'm a little more unnerved than I was after seeing the howler. He told me a story involving his brothers and sisters, an isle of standing stones, and a sorcery book of his late father's. Apparently, the Covenant children, led by Jeremiah, went to the island and read from this strange book. He maintains it was simply a prank to scare his kin. He believes something from within the Ring of Stones answered back, raging the sea, angering the wind, and shaking the earth. Since that time, Jeremiah has been visited by terrible misfortune. All his brothers and sisters have passed away. I recall one late night in a foxhole. Jeremiah showed me a picture of his youngest sister, Lisbeth. No more than a teenager, she was so striking I found it hard to concentrate on his descriptions of the others. Sir? Anyway, Jeremiah is not completely convinced they are indeed dead. Well, to be precise, he's not sure they have remained dead. I suspect that these are delusions brought on by his memory of that day at the Stones. Otherwise, I can only imagine that this is a terrible prank played upon a dying man. But if they're only delusions, why not inform me of them when we first spoke? Why would he not write me of such in his letter? Perhaps he did not think I would come. Ectoplasm. The scroll Jeremiah gave me has revealed a powerful spell. It seems that with proper concentration and the focus of my mana, I'm able to release 3 bolts of ectoplasm from my hand. Unreliable at far range, the mystical damage seems quite effective in close quarters. Sweet. I now have a secondary weapon. You can burn. Okay, good to know. The ceiling is gorgeous. A lot of the details in this game are like, they don't feel like it came from an early 2000s game at all. Like, you play it and you see some things, it's like, yeah, totally. But like, a lot of the details, they really put a lot of detail into this game, and to the feel of this game, and the atmosphere. Which I personally really appreciate.
Have you noticed anything strange going on?
Apparently, Elizabeth's room was broken into last night during the commotion.
Where's her room?
Just down the hall from here. It's quite a mess.
Sir, who are you? The butler says someone... Oh, okay. Journal also acts as kind of like your objectives, too.
Stuck. Tell me what you know about Lisbeth.
The fact that I can move during
Right,
this is
she was a
insane.
fetching young lass. Quite the fiery temper, though. She could be placid and calm one minute, and then suddenly she's spitting curses and swinging her nails at you like an animal. 'Tis a pity her mother died birthing her.
Indeed.
Following her mother's death, I'd raised Lisbeth like my own. In the end, the wasting sickness got her. I'd cared for her when she was sick and watched her wither away to nothing. Pity a young woman has to die in the spring of her life. Now she rests with her poor mother at the family mausoleum. The groundskeeper claims to have seen her recently. Oh man, seeing a ghost is never a good omen.
Where
you
can I
guys-
find this groundskeeper?
Not know what's
He's
going on
out in the
right here?
gardens.
Like,
You can get there through the kitchen.
Your knowledge is appreciated. Thank you.
Elizabeth with her dogs. Which are the Howlers. So she is the beast gal. Another mirror. And another, see, yeah, they did not have to
House
go
needs
so
a
hard.
priest.
But they did, and I appreciate them for it. Man, they sure got their use out of those pictures of the protagonists or antagonists. Okay, so I gotta go through the kitchen.
Help me!
Well, that sucks for you. I'm so sorry. And good help is hard to find when they die every 6 moments. Yeah, easy is super easy. It's hilarious. You okay there? Oh shit! I did not mean to do that at all. I thought since it was green, maybe I interact with them by like clicking. No, you... Oh my god, that's insane. Wow.
Help me!
Yeah, they jump. You okay, dude? Hey, you'll be fine. Just walk it off. Slap a band-aid on it. You'll be okay. They come from behind me? It's so hard to tell where it's actually coming from. What?
Stuck.
Where is that sound coming from? Maybe you laugh. Oh my god. Somebody else's room. Look around. I wonder if I have to. And a journal entry. What do we got? Evelyn's letter. Dearest Mother, all is not well here at the Covenant Estate. Joseph, my husband, who once charmed me with his goodwill and smile, now seems distant and reclusive. I realize that when we met there were imperfections one must look past, and that your heart helps you forgive. However, Joseph's strange obsession keeps him in the library at all hours of the night. Seldom are we spending time together, and even more rarely does he want to exercise his husbandly right towards me. I'm beginning to feel inadequate, especially when he talks of his desire for children prancing around the estate. What am I to do? Yeah, you gotta kind of put yourself in there too, buddy. It's a two-player game. It's like it's whining. I bide most of my time alone in the greenhouse, reminiscing of my sweet youth and the rich and gallant Peter Rokina, who would wait patiently on me and shower me with expensive gifts like my beloved pearl necklace. Things could have been different had I kept that social path. Instead, I feel like I'm the fool for getting involved with Joseph Covenant. His prime moments are being spent in his library with books twice as old as me. Apparently, my visage can't garner his attention. What advice would you give me, dearest mother? I'll be waiting for your response. I hope that this letter finds you and Father well. Tell Father not to worry about his little Robin, that I've left the nest, but she'll never leave his heart. With love, Evelyn. There they are. I wonder where the hell they were. Shit! Jesus. Joseph's letter. It is truly a pity that my dear wife Evelyn passed away birthing Lisbeth. She would have loved to see them all grow. I cannot help but think that she would have been able to tame this wild streak that they all exhibited lately. A mother is a soothing influence. I unfortunately cannot offer them this solace. I wish I could understand what brought on this recent behavior. I've received a letter today from Ambroge's boarding school. He has been expelled. I don't know what to do with that boy. With the behavior of all the children so appalling, I have no choice but to bring them home. Perhaps I can find a tutor. I hope being under my watchful eye will calm their spirits. The last 6 weeks have been terrible. The tutor was a complete disaster. In fact, the poor man just packed his bags and left in the night. Any form of discipline is hopeless with Ambroge, and almost seems completely lost in the others. The only thing I've been able to do is play to their interests. I've noticed that each child has their own avid curiosity. Strange to see it manifest at such an early age, but who am I to discourage the one moment of peace I can find with them? I now understand why the children are behaving wildly. Jeremiah came to me frightened and crying. Several years ago, the children broke into my library and procured one of my research books without my knowledge. But how was I to know a 12-year-old boy would take an interest in those dusty tomes? I do not know what passage they read, but I suspect it has led to the current predicament concerning their behaviors and eccentricities. Jeremiah says they woke the spirits of the island. Hopefully I can determine what the children have done. Perhaps there is a solution. I have pored over the volumes of research, and I am no closer to understanding what Jeremiah and the children may have conjured. None of the incantations of the books would have caused this to happen. Calling a demon or consulting spirits should not have had a long-lasting disturbing effect, such a long-lasting. I even traveled to the stones. Nothing there gave me clues to what has happened. Perhaps if they had only told me at the time, I would have had more insight. Now any clues would be long gone. I have determined that the stones are some sort of focus. Perhaps there is a reason so many people have been attracted and repulsed by this land. It seems that my fascination with the standing stones has wrought its corruption upon my children. Damn. Q? Oh, Q is the heal. Nice. Okay, good to know. I leave bloody footprints. What? Dude, that's awesome. Like I said, it's the cool fucking details in this game.
Won't budge.
Yeah, Q is the heal. Are they behind the stairs? Yes. That's what they were eating. They're eating. Oh, there's a key. Servant key. That's what I kept hearing. Like, where the fuck are they? They were downstairs eating.
Won't budge. Stuck.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. That was Lisbeth.
Locked.
You need the east wing key. And that red-headed fucker is the one that's fucking with me. He locked the door on me. Sir?
Jammed.
Ugh. Itch.
Stuck.
Actually, just a health pack. I feel short. Like, imagine you came up to a table, it's just up to your chin. It does feel short, yeah, right? You gained the health pack. Good job, little boy. Is this just back where I came from? Yes, it sure is.
Jammed.
Jammed. We're the housewives that are desperate. No, we just get Victorian children that are, you know, undead.
Is that the door to the gardens?
Yes, it is. However, I don't have the key. I lent it to the maid. I believe she's cleaning Herr Keisinger's room today. It's located in the east wing of the house.
Thanks. I appreciate your help.
I can work with her. Oh, your game that you requested, the Law and Order one, I found out where to get it. So we can do it. Whenever you want me to do it, you just tell me and I'll do it. Honestly, she's kind of hot as hell. Oh, shit. She attacked me. I'm just saying.